Yep, because that is our role. That's the service that we can play. And you mentioned investors there. I'm thinking 20 years is a lot of trust within those entities, those role players. If you're a brand looking to need that trust, I think you have your plug-in, as Carl said. Now, sometimes this plays out in a long-term narrative, sometimes in just amazing moments. And that's what we're going to focus on right now. An incredible act of generosity and global solidarity, if you will, as the Taiwanese Liaison Office here in South Africa recently gifted the South African Red Cross Society in the Western Cape a staggering 8 tons of rice. Now, we know that this donation will make a significant impact on the lives of thousands now, as the Red Cross already helps to feed 10,000 people in feeding schemes for the elderly and ECDs, as we've just pointed out, a critical gateway. Let's take a look.
This handover, 2 tons of rice, is extremely significant. It's something that the Taiwanese liaison officer has been doing for the city over a long period of time. But what it does, it allows us to put this out into the communities to help subsidize their nutrition. So what we will do with this is now we will make donations to worthy causes, places where nourishment is lacking and where they're really finding it difficult to provide for themselves sustainably. And we will now give this out to those communities going forward in the next couple of days.
Well, in terms of the Western Cape, it helps us tremendously because we have feeding schemes for the elderly as well as ECD centres, and we feed about 10,000 a week. And then we also have 160 smaller NGOs who rely on us for food and all of that. So it certainly helps us in many, many ways reach thousands of people.
You know, during the Second World War, there was a German theologian, and he said, love has this unique feature. It can't see pain and suffering and move away from it. So when you see the suffering, particularly with the poor and the disadvantaged, with the storms we have to get involved. So we have to be prophetic to keep people accountable, particularly authorities, to make sure that all our resources go to care for the poor. That doesn't happen every year. And secondly, we have a pastoral responsibility. We've got to be involved. We get out of our parochial environment and really get involved with people's lives. At the end of the day, it says good religion is caring for the poor and the hungry. And God calls us to do that. So it's faithfulness to God, but we're also faithful to people.
I think contributions like today and partnerships like we see today, where Taiwan has donated rice to such a multitude of the GNU partners, is really emphasizing the plight of humanitarian struggles that we are facing in South Africa, and it really adds to that and assists that, making it known to the world and also ensuring that our hungry get fed.
Incredible, sure.
8 tons of rice. I've never even seen that amount in my life.
But the crazy thing is, you would probably find on another given day 8 tons of rice just falling through the cracks and disappearing. It's about connecting those dots. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Those 8 tons of rice will not only provide much needed relief to the most vulnerable communities, but also I think serves as a reminder, a beacon of hope, if you will, of hope and unity when we most need it.
Absolutely. But the Red Cross could also use your help, of course. So go ahead and visit their website. It is, of course, redcross.org.za to learn more about how you can get involved. And please do. We've seen how acts of kindness can make such a tangible difference, reinforcing the values of compassion. You know, community is just Ubuntu at the end of the day. I am because you are.